guys, Hector. Welcome back to All the Mods 3. How is everyone doing? Hope you're doing well. Hope you are having a good old day. Last episode we did all of this. You can see it is working, and what I added was another network receiver. And then we were going to export it here, just exporting all of this stuff. I took off iron because we've got a lot of iron, and I'm probably going to be doing something else with that today. You can see this is like full now. We have a little bit of a... This is basically this little section here, section 4, the quadrupling, is the slight hold up. So we've got our brine making, and you can see is making... It's not doing too badly, but it is this here, just... I can't remember even what this makes. Hydrogen something. I don't know. I cannot remember, but it is that is slowing it down, and you can see I've got this going as fast, as quick, and as energy efficient as possible. So I can't really do much more than that. I could maybe make another one of these, but I don't know if that would do too much. And you can see, look, this is where the holdup is, just in here. So I don't know. I don't know what we're going to do about that. I did upgrade our thermal evaporation tower, put some more heaters, some more water, so that is why that is doing a lot better now, but it is still this one. So anyway, I also hooked up and exported with sulfur here, just so that is working, but sulfur, not too much of a problem. I have also, if we come up a little bit, I've put some lily pads around here. I did that a while back, and here I have added a little extra device here. There you go. It is working nicely. So I've got an exporter here placed into a block placer, which is turned on, and that basically just does... Essentially, it just does ores, and then this destructor here will break them with a Fortune 3 upgrade and put them back into the system. So it just fortunes ores that I can't process otherwise. So you can see that is what it's set to right now. So there you go. That's what I've been doing. So let us get back up. I'm here. So what we're going to be doing today? Well, I've noticed a thing that I sort of need to progress is this growth essence, and it's used for a few things. A mob dimlet, quite a few hives, but if you look at the last one, it's used for a cloche, and also a tier 5 crafting seed. Now, if you want to know why we need that, it's because we need the tier 6 crafting seed, because nether star, dragon eggs, and awakened draconium. Now, nether stars we probably won't do. We might, I think we'll do a woot farm for that. But the dragon egg and awakened draconium, I definitely want. That is something I definitely want. And if you don't know what this does, basically it gives, there you go, awakened draconium essence. And wow, 9 of those makes 3 awakened, and obviously 9 of those makes a single draconium ingot, and we will be using that because we need blocks basically of that and lots of other stuff. But anyway, that's quite interesting. You can do that in a factorizer. But anyway, that is for down the line. So for this to work, we need a lot of stuff. Look at this. Look at this. We need flux phytogrow. Is it phytogrow? Phytogrow. We need mana powder. That's not too bad. That's probably the easiest one. We need fertilizer from Actual Additions, which is biomash in a composter. Biomash is basically it acts like bone meal, but you use a knife, and pretty much anything, like any fruit or vegetable. I think vegetable as well, and it produces biomash. So that's not too bad either. The fertilizer you get from sewage composter, which you get from an animal something compost, I don't know, something like that. So that's not too bad either. The one that I'm not looking forward to is the royal jelly, which you can see you get from some bees. So I think what's the best? The classical bee seems to be the best one, but they might be hard to get. So I think the Imperial will be the easiest to get. And what I've done, you can see, I got a Scooperator MX200 Turbo, and I went looking for some drones from different hives, and I think those should be enough. Those are the ones at least that should be enough to get us what we need. I don't know. We're probably going to have to get more bees, which is going to be a little dull, but that is what we're after today. So I think first things first, I think I'm going to try and set some of these up. We are here with the Powerpuff Girls. That's what the cows are named after. Someone did get that. Well done, James. So I've put the animal sewer here, and basically what that does, it gets sewage. And the way I've done this is quite clever, because I wanted to pipe the sewage out straight into a sewage composter. And you can see this goes into a sewage composter, and it makes fertilizer like that. But I couldn't power it if I did that. So what I've done is I've hooked up an energy field provider from Industrial for going, and then basically what you do is you put one of these energy field add-ons in, and you can see it's not really getting that much charge, is it? I wonder if I can only put one in. Oh, man, that is a bit rubbish. So I don't know what I'm going to do about that. That's annoying. It's not really holding. I thought it would, but clearly it's not. Huh. Okay, so that's I was being all clever about it, and apparently not that clever. So I don't know. I could use another cable. That's probably the easiest thing to be doing, isn't it? Let's just do that. Very quickly. There we go. Let's just put you here like that, and then quickly, bam, and bam, and that should have done that now. We don't even need to put that in. This should be holding fast. Yes, it is. Okay, there you go. That was apparently Ender.io was the fix. There you go. We've got that going for us. This is like the hackiest way to get biomass or fertilizer from Actual Additions. You can see it's going in there now. So I've just put a hopper with some biomass in there, going into a composter from Actual Additions, and then I've just put a filter that will just get out the fertilizer. So that is what it's doing. Very slow system. 64 biomass gets you 64 fertilizer. So it's a 1-1 thing. Pretty easy. And if you want to have a look, the knife is a little bit annoying, because it does take durability. And obviously we can put unbreaking on it. I don't know how much better that would be. But yeah, like, it is a little bit annoying to make, but there it is. That is the knife with which to get biomass. Right, so I found a neat little way to keep a petal apothecary filled with water, because that's always one of my bugbears about this, is having to just constantly fill it with water. So I've used the reservoir from Ender.io. I wasn't sure if the fluid tank would work with something different, so I thought I'd play it safe. And basically, if you have 4 of those and put 2 buckets of water into them, it just acts like a water source. Like an infinite water source, I should say. I don't think I probably needed to use a normal reservoir. I could have used a sink, like we have over there, or something else. Next, the fluid tank, which is an awesome thing to have. So what this does, now then, I wonder if that's going to cause an issue. So you can put a bucket in there, and you can see it basically does stuff. And I configured it basically to pull from here, so, to get water out of that, and it fills a bucket. And then this thing here is set to pull and push. So what it will do, it will push in a water bucket that is full. It will activate block with item, as you can see, and I probably should put that into upper left slot. And then it fills it. Boom. And then it gets the bucket back. That will then go back into here and fill it with water again. So that is pretty nice. That's a very nice system. And like I say, I don't think you need to use a reservoir. It could probably just be done with any sort of water source and the fluid tank. But there we have it. That is now a thing. Right, I've got some Botania set up. I had to go through the flower stages and all of that, but it is done. I've got an ender chest full of coal, which is just dropping stuff from an open crate, very, very slowly, but we don't need that much to make the mana powder, at least not for now. Like, it's fine. This will do us right now, which is what I'm all about. So if we go home and then come down, I am on to the last stage of this, which is an induction smelter. So we need rich slag, and one of the ways to get that is by just processing ores. And I think we could... What? That increases the yield of the ores. I don't know if that means that it increases this as well. Now, if we were to put cinnabar in, you get like a lot more. But I don't actually know how much cinnabar we have. It's an interesting question. We have 44, but that is it. Because that is Thorncraft and that is Tech Reborn, whereas that is Thermal Foundation. I don't actually know... How do we get that? We pulverize, what, gold? Is that the only thing? And redstone. Okay, well, I think we'll keep with this. So what I think we'll do is if I put that and that in, I'm hoping that that will shove that into here. No, come on, there we go. Like that. Ahaha. And then basically shove it out of there, and it should at some point get us some rich slag. So it's basically pushing us straight into the interface, which is a nice thing to do. So that should be basically working completely. You can see our compost is empty now, so all of that is done. So we should basically have most of the things ready. Oh, hey. Most of the things ready now to do, well, almost ready to do. I need to obviously make that first once we get, and I've just made some sawdust and the niter. We need to make this. This is another thing, and I think we can do this. One of the easiest way to do it in this pack, at least, is putting sand in a manufactory. And we can put some more speed upgrades in here now. Definitely, because we, I think, have the resources for that. So speed. Oh wow. Let's. There we go. That's a lot better, isn't it? We need weighted pressure plates. What an odd thing to make it with, but there you go. And I can't remember how many it takes. Oh, this is now given us that. It's not what I wanted. I'm sure it was sand. Oh, was it sandstone? Ah, it might have been. Let's quickly do that. Let's try that again. Is that correct? Aha! Yes, sandstone. There we go. That's an easy way to get niter. So we are basically almost done. We need, obviously, then to flux the phyto grow. You make that first like that, and then you put it in an energetic infuser to get the flux stuff, which is, you know, it's a process. So then the next thing is the royal jelly. So I've dipped a toe into Gendustry and the world of bees and forestry. So if you don't know, forestry on its own, you can do the whole bee thing, but Gendustry is a mod that is sort of an add-on mod that is pretty much around just to make the whole bee thing easier. So first of all, you need mutagen, and you can put any sort of fuel in that, which is why I've got a load of coal. I wasn't sure what I was going to put in, and let's put that back, and that is producing mutagen, you can see, and it is dumping it into here. And this is where we get all of this stuff. So in here you can mutate bees and crossbreed them. So I think, I don't know, yes, there you go. So it will only allow you to put certain ones in that actually present something. And if there is more than one that it can make, you can select them. Now, the only thing is, I think sometimes they can die. So that is the sort of the problem that you might face. So let's select this one, see what happens. Is that doing a thing? Oh, I need labware. Okay, this is the thing that I've now forgotten. Labware, right. Genetics labware, we need that. Okay, that's a fairly simple recipe. There we go. Stack of that, please and thank you. There we go. Select it again. And did that kill both of them? Is that literally what happens? Oh, man, apparently so. Okay. So we might now be doing a little time lapse of me breeding bees. Buzz. And so, after a lot of faffing around with bees that I might add I don't really understand, so please don't shout at me, I finally have, as you saw there, the Imperial Queen, and we've got 4 royal jelly. It is of ignoble stock, which I know there's things about that, you want a pristine stock or whatever, but I've put some upgrades in there like the genetic stabilizer, which I think means that it doesn't die out or something. I don't really understand. There's the lifespan upgrade, which sounds bad, but it makes it go a little bit quicker. I've got the automation upgrade, so yeah, that basically keeps making queens, so we should always get some royal jelly. We've only got a 15% chance of getting it, which is a little low. But we have got some. Let's actually take all of that out as well. Let's dump you in our system. So I've got some fluxed phytogrow. I've got some mana powder. I need, what is it, the fertilizer. Both sets of fertilizer. You can see we've got quite a lot of both. It is basically the phytogrow and the royal jelly. That is actually the hardest for us. But anyway, right, let's go back home, and I've set up an empower down here. There you go. Look at my lovely system. So let us get one each of these. Bam, like that. And then some royal jelly as well. So this goes in the middle. This goes bam, 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 and the bam. There we go. It is making it. There we go. Wow, that is not a quick process. I've got to say, that is not a quick process at all. So we've got growth essence. So if you remember what we can do with this, obviously the dragon mob dimlet, which I don't think I'm that interested in. At least I don't think I am. I don't think I'll have need of that. I hope not anyway. But we can also make other hives, which is actually not too bad a thing. So for instance, the marble hive, one of the other ways to get royal jelly, I can't say that for whatever reason, is with a classical bee as well, and you get that from Greek and Roman. For instance, marble and heroic you get steadfast and valiant. So I don't know if there's other ways of getting these bees basically, but I think there might be. Whether or not that's worth a 10% increase, maybe. But honestly, I don't know how much we're going to be using these. The main thing I want it for is the garden close is probably not that bad a thing to have, just so that we don't have to keep making Ender-IO farmers. That's a nicer thing to just have like one. But we definitely want to do the tier 5 crafting seed so that we can do a tier 6 crafting seed for the dragon egg seeds and awakened draconium. So that might be a couple of things that we do in the next few episodes is start to concentrate on some tier 6 stuff. Because if you don't know, one of the things in this mod pack is to get an ATM star, or at least maybe even a few, and to get that, it's very hard, very hard. There's a lot of things that we'll need to go through, and one of them I think is, at least somewhere, I did see that we had to go through a little bit of mystical agriculture. But anyway, that is into the future. So thank you so much for watching. I'm going to have to leave it there, I think. I think we've just about come to the end. We haven't done a bit of building. I keep saying that we're going to do some building, and then we end up back down here in our crazy labyrinth of everything. But we will get back to doing some more. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you did enjoy it. If you did, a like or comment is very much appreciated. And of course, make sure to subscribe if you fancy it, if you like that kind of thing. Thanks again. I've been Nectar. This has been All the Mods 3, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.